What's up, guys? Mikey in the building. Gonna go over NERV. I finally caught this one with a good amount of size. We really wasn't too focused on like trying to be super size crazy on this. I wanted to execute, and that I did. I traded this one, watched NERV pretty much all pre-market. I saw pretty much how tight this control was. This was a micro clear out in pre-market, and then really watched this walk down right here. A couple key levels on this one was 724, 932. They were previous high volume days on the daily, right? There's one from this date and then one from this date over here. All right, traded 82 mil and then traded 53 mil. All right. When price action actually came into these areas, first time it rejected it and then walked down. When I say I watched it, I watched the walk down on the book, and I thought it did definitely have some nice control. Some key areas to watch were the 720s area, right, where the sellers dump through this liquidity. They retry these areas. It's pretty much like a breakdown zone to the upside. Fail, fail, control, control. This was interesting right here, right before bell. A 32K bid got taken out, and then big volume came into this. All right, big volume came to this. So I'm gonna go over something else too in a second. I thought this another key area again was here, where sellers come try to shove it down, retraces. You can kind of see where this break of 720 was key, back to that 730 VWAP. So it did still show rejection, but also kind of set up that enough time to potentially trap early shorts right here. Once this dump right here did not have follow through and this consolidation happened, I added $7. Added $7, willing to risk about 20 cents. I finally got caught in a name that goes absolutely parabolic. Got a nice 60% return on that. My main focus was getting the reads out of the gates, all through right here. Very, very important. If this would have went without me, fine. Maybe I needed to see this kind of basis level. But a big thing for me was watching the look left, walk down into open. This pulls back, still maintains this zone right here. There is a zone right here. Maintains that. But really what's important is the intention. There is big volume coming back in this. Right? Nice low volume consolidation. A nice reads after potential trap candles. So short trap, or sorry, long trap into a short trap. The reads happen after I started to see some crazy fluctuation and price action. Super, super, super important. And then I did add $7 on that one, and then I went for a ride. That was absolutely fantastic. I actually really needed that one on that one. That was my trade. Kind of watch this, hold that other level that I had already mapped out. There's actually another one at 1080. But pretty much after that, I did not touch this anymore. That was it. I pretty much work out at 1100 every day now. So really, I really focused out of the gates. And then I did not trade any of this stuff. Another one I traded was VSEE. VSEE had a dump day, and then they dropped the PR, and then it started trading pretty much over the volume on its dump day. However, the backside VWAP was 85 cents, right? I did not trade it anywhere over here. I was still inside NERV. Okay, I think the read probably would have been right here once we started to test pre-market high volume. NERV tested pre-market high volume. All these other names as along who are getting under pre-market high volume don't show big intention that there's bigger buyers, bigger people, bigger whales trying to trade this. Remember, we are small fish in this game. We join the momentum and let it work on that. All right, but however, once I saw more intention, now we're trading it, testing it, trading above it. I did get the soak read into here. Why? Again, my friendly book. They started to rebid that level down there, right here. Okay. All right. So again, looking left when I see a nice bid gets sold into, retests the seller, fails, pulls back a little bit deeper, pulls back into either an area or a zone. This was particularly the 1 minute 50, but once the rebidded down here on lighter volume, so sellers are in control, they get exhausted. So I rejoined this right here. Guys, there's a bunch of open space. I go over a lot of videos where you see offer control, offer control. There's a lot of empty space. Offers pulled, pulled, control, control, pulled. A lot of empty space to retrace if volume picks up again, right? And that's exactly what we had. We had consistent volume trading at pre-market high volume. That's beautiful right there. All right, I didn't take my third trade, so basically I had 3 trades today. One on NERV, one in this in the morning, and then I waited later. Actually, sorry, 4 trades because I tried this earlier right here, and then I waited, and this one stopped me out. So then right before it closed, I saw it was holding up again, and I just took a decent amount of shares, like 20K again. I tried this 21,000, 22K right here, nothing crazy, but I actually held this into after hours and caught a nice move past 1. I didn't get any scales up here, but I did sell a lot into the 1 break as this was squeezing right here. And then I took the rest off once this broke down. So, you know, decent. I think I got an extra like 3-4K off this one, which I was happy about, considering I caught the first move down here up to here. This did set up a nice 5-minute flag, stair step down, volume divergent breakout. That was nice to see into this consolidation area. The only reason why I liked this one was because the intention. Great intention. You know, if stocks are not showing intention, I'm staying away from them. And then it's as simple as that. You know, so NERV, again, NERV, VSEE, rotate that for the second time. That's the only thing I really traded. There's also, I know BY and D went. A few other names went, right? Ronnie, I guess, continued. But I think this was great. You know, the reads over here were great. You know, able to watch that set up and even soak again right here on the book was even better. You know, on that one. We had a couple of names like, you know, IVF went that one day, a couple days ago or last week, right? Let's see. The read candle. Oh, let me see if this thing will stop tweaking. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Reads, right? The reads. It's nice to catch reads after a candle like this. All right. And then see how this consolidates back into this area when IVF went. All right. The reads are happening after big dump candles or fluctuation in price action. What's going on in these levels? All right. So it's very similar to catching something like that and then trading that on NERV. Ronnie did the same thing. Ronnie's a little bit different, thicker float. Definitely bigger money behind that, but great trade on this one too. Very proud of myself for catching this one particularly right here. Right. Best thing about this one too is that again, this is showing intention. Intention, deep consolidations, and now there's more intention. We're smashing pre-market high volume on this one. This is also another trade that I took Friday. right here. The read was after this dump candle, and see this soak after that one. That was also a great trade. That was probably one of the best trades too, along with Nerve now for the week. But yeah, that's all I got, guys. Much love. Peace out, Mikey.